Alright, welcome back here. We got a lot to talk about. A Cy Young pitcher retiring. He plans to retire in 2027. And we got two huge trades and a super prospect that just called up that just got called up. Then two injuries. One severe, another one just like a star player getting injured for like 15 days, something like that. But yeah, let's just dive right into it. Starting off with that Cy Young type pitcher, and that is Zach Wheeler. He plans to retire at the end of 2027. That's when his contract with the Phillies expires. He's had a great career. He finished second in Cy Young voting. Did he? Yeah, he finished second in Cy Young voting behind Chris Sale last year. And that was in his age 33, 34 season, which is just insane. So with Sale, he was pretty old. But yeah, he just seems to get better as he gets older, but I'm predicting him to get a little worse as time goes on. But yeah, it's Wheels. He's played for the Mets and the Phillies, had two really good careers with both teams. And yeah, it's just sad to see an all-star Cy Young, could even make the Hall of Fame, that type of caliber pitcher retiring pretty soon. Next one, we have two big trades. One is an MVP caliber player that is right at the start of his prime, which I really can't believe that this team did it, but I think it worked out for them. Rafy Devers just got traded to the San Francisco Giants, and I think the Red Sox got a big hole in return. They got, who was it? They got Jordan Hicks, a flamethrower who is 27, throws 102. That's big. Then they get James Tibbs, an outfield prospect from the Giants. Kyle Harrison, who they just optioned AAA. And Jose Bayo, just another minor leaguer prospect that could be he could get some clutch moments in the long run for the Red Sox. And the main reason here that the Red Sox moved on from Rafy right in his prime was because he just didn't like what the team was doing to him. It wasn't the team's fault, but Tristan Casas gets injured. He's out for the year. And that hurts because it hurts, and it's actually good for them because it hurts because obviously you're losing an all-star caliber first baseman, but you already had an overcrowded infield. And I like how they moved Rafy, because he didn't want to play DH, which he's cuckoo for not just wanting to play DH because he was one of the worst third baseman fielders in the league. And he should understand that. He should just move to DH, which he did, and he was still having an MVP caliber season. Not as good as Judge, but obviously a good season. Definitely an all-star season. And then he just gets moved. They had an overcrowded infield, and he just didn't want to get along with the team. But I love this whole because Kyle Harrison, the big young lefty, he's going to basically be Crochet. He's going to be Crochet's buddy. And then Jordan Hicks is going to be that third guy for the next couple of years. And then James Tibbs and Jose Bayo, two outfield prospects that should be pretty good. And the other big trade, Andrew Vaughn gets traded. The White Sox just keep moving on from big players. And this is another trade where one player just doesn't want to be with a team. And this makes sense because the Brewers got Andrew Vaughn and they gave up Aaron Savali. And they just had Jacob Mirowski throw 6 no-hit innings. And he's so pumped up. He literally just rolls his ankle. But right after that game, Brewers decide, let's just move on from Savali. He doesn't want to be here in Milwaukee. Trade him to the White Sox in Chicago, the south side of Chicago, get Andrew Vaughn, a nice player who has been a bust so far, but I think they could turn him into a star, maybe even an all-star. And Aaron Savali could help out. He's probably now their new ace, the White Sox new ace. But yeah, he's going to help out the White Sox a lot. So that trade happened a couple days ago. Then we also got one super prospect being called up from the Angels organization. And he is a center fielder, so I don't know what they're going to do with Trout now. But Christian Moore gets called up to the Bigs, and he is an amazing, amazing player. He's very fast. He covers a lot of ground, like a ton of ground out there. He's one of the fastest. He's going to be one of the fastest center fielders in the league. Probably the fastest minor leaguer there was. But yeah, just unbelievable speed. He has really good contact. He's basically Chandler Simpson, but just a little less speed, a little more power, and the same amount of contact, if you think about it that way. So basically, a clone of Chandler Simpson. Let's just put it that way. A clone of Chandler Simpson that the Angels just called up. They should be pretty good for the long run with him. And to learn from Trout, from the GOAT himself, Mike Trout. He's going to learn from Mike Trout, the best center fielder possibly there ever was. Maybe behind Mickey Mantle. That's debatable. But yeah, that's really a big call-up for the Angels. They're going to have probably at least a 3-time All-Star, 5-time All-Star under their belt for the next 10 years if they can keep them around for that long, possibly. And then the sad part of the video now. 2 guys who, I guess we already talked about an injury, but 2 guys who just had big injuries. Justin Martinez, the flame-throwing D-back. He's out for the year. He's getting Tommy John. He throws up to 103 with a filthy splitter, and I'm pretty sure he throws a filthy slider because that's what every single closing pitcher who throws over 102 miles per hour has. He has that really fast fastball, a filthy splitter, and a filthy slider. That's basically everyone. Trust me, with Felix Bautista. He is nasty. If you get him in his prime, you're cooked. But let's not get too far off track, because Justin Martinez, really good, really solid relief pitcher, closing pitcher for the D-backs, and I think if they still have Paul Sewald, they can move him to closer, but that's going to hurt for the D-backs. Playoff borderline team who's having they're having a pretty good year, like always for the past couple years. That's what they always do. They just have like a pretty decent year. But yeah, sad to see Justin Martinez be out for the year with Tommy John, and then Jackson Merrill. I had the jersey, I could have put it on, but Jackson Merrill, he just got a concussion. He was put on the 7-day injured list. Not too big, but don't want to see a star just get injured in the middle of the year. Oh, and by the way, Royce Lewis got injured again. That's the 5th time in his career, in his young career where he's only 25, that he's pulled a hamstring and just been out for the year. I had him in fantasy back-to-back years, and oh my god, he was such a menace when he played, but the problem was he never played. He had probably 50 games in those 2 years that he actually played, but he was a menace in those 50 games. But yeah, it hurts to see Royce and Merrill and Justin Martinez go. Not too sad to see Merrill, just because obviously it's sad when you get an injury, but Merrill's concussion's only going to be for the next 15 days at max. 15, don't think I said 50. And he could be back in the next week. So we should be good. And that is pretty much your update. I actually do not know if I got to in the last video that Roman Anthony got called up. But yeah, he did. And I don't think he's been doing too good, but apparently the new face of the league. We'll see. We will see. But let's wrap this video up and have a good rest of the week. This is my last week of school coming up, so I should be posting a little more. From Thursday until like September. So yeah, you should see a lot of videos. And if you don't, just trust that I'm on vacation and I don't want to post because obviously I'm on vacation. So peace out, guys. Bye bye.